All right, so here's the thing. A TV pilot is not a short movie. The structure is completely different, and the mistake most first-time TV writers make is treating it like one. A pilot needs a cold open, a four-act structure built around commercial breaks, an A story and a B story running in parallel, and a tag at the end. That's the framework. I'm going to show you how all of it works, and then we're going to build one live inside Free Screenwriter. Before we build anything, structure reference, Free Screenwriter has structure frameworks built in. This is the three-act framework, the foundation. But TV pilots modify this into four acts built around commercial breaks. Cold open hooks the audience before the title card. No setup, no context, just action. Act 1 establishes the problem. Act 2 escalates. Act 3 goes to the worst possible point. Act 4 resolves or doesn't if you're writing serialized. The commercial breaks fall between each act. That's why pacing matters. Okay, let's build one. Project is up. Pilot demo. Here's the thing. First thing I do with any pilot is not write, it's plan. If you jump straight into the script without mapping the structure, you're going to hit page 30 and not know what Act 2 is. So I'm going straight to board view. Board view. This is where the pilot gets built. I'm adding beats that map to the four-act structure. First beat, cold open. This is your pre-title sequence, a hook that drops the audience into the world before they know anything. No setup, no context. Pure action or a mystery they need answered. Breaking Bad opens with Walter White in his underwear in the desert. The Office opens with Michael Scott doing the world's most uncomfortable diversity training. You're in before you even know the show. Act 2, raise the stakes, introduce the first reversal, something that reframes the problem entirely. Act 3 takes it to the worst point, the hero has failed or something has gone very wrong. Act 3 out is your biggest cliffhanger of the episode. Then the tag, brief scene after the main action resolves, 2 to 3 pages. It either closes a character beat from the B story or plants the hook for next week. Think of the tag as your wait, there's one more thing beat. Game of Thrones used it constantly, every episode. Now let's write the cold open. Click script in the sidebar. Here's the rule for cold opens. Immediate. No establishing shots of a city skyline. No alarm clock going off. You're dropping the audience into something already happening. No setup. I'm writing a scene where a detective finds evidence that blows a closed case wide open. That's the hook. That's the question before the title card. What the hell is going on? Watch. Here's the practical thing about act breaks. Every act needs to end on a question or a reversal that makes it impossible to turn off. You need to force people to sit through the commercial. Act 1 out, Walsh calls her former partner, who she hasn't spoken to in 2 years. Why? That's the question. Act 2 out, the person she called is the one who closed the case. Boom. Commercial break. That's the structure. Each act break is a cliffhanger tuned to its act's emotional weight. The board view keeps your structure visible as you're writing, so you never lose track of where you are. That's the TV pilot framework. Cold open, 4 acts with cliffhanger breakpoints, A and B story running parallel. Tag at the end. Map it on the board before you write a single word of script. Keep the cold open immediate. No setup, no context. Make every act break earn the next one. All of this is documented at freescreenwriter.com/structures. Link in the description. Go build something.